I am painting over a painting. Yes, you heard me right. Well, I'm sure you've heard this idea before. Painting ghosts on thrifted paintings was trending back in August of 2023. But today, I won't be painting ghosts. Let me take you on my journey. I arrived at my local St. Vincent de Paul, and I was lucky, 25% off of pictures. So I immediately headed over to the pictures section. There was a decent selection. I was drawn to this picture at first, but ultimately I chose this piece because it reminded me of Herschel's farm from The Walking Dead, and then I went straight to checkout. Once I got home, I knew exactly what I needed to do to this piece. But before we can get to that, let's admire this before. Alright, I had to disassemble and clean up the parts. Those metal hook things were quite strong, and maybe my technique wasn't the smartest, but no worries. I put on my safety goggles and got back to it. This was the fun part. I just ripped and ripped and ripped. The moment I realized this picture frame probably had served quite the number of years was when I opened the tabs. Some, well, in the end, most fell out of the frame. Turned out this painting was a print, which made me feel better because there's something about painting over a real painting without the artist's permission. I don't know, it feels low-key wrong. Anyway, the glass was quite dirty, so I did a quick little wipe as well as the print. Okay, getting right to it. As you can recall, this picture reminds me of Herschel's farm from The Walking Dead. And what better addition to this piece than the walkers? Spoiler, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead, but also not sorry because it's been like 12 years since this season. This painting is obviously after the farm gets raided by the zombies. I really wanted to add some scariness to this painting by having this zombie look like it's coming to get you. For the other zombies, I searched and searched for good reference photos, and I was a bit confused from the lack of zombies on Pinterest, but I ended up finding a nice crouching zomb, so I added him behind the fence. And voila, the zombs at Herschel's farm. After letting the paint dry, it was time to put it back together. I thought this would be an easy step, but the darn tabs wouldn't want to stay open. However, I was determined to get the glass in place. Everything was working out until I realized I made a mistake. I forgot to be careful and to double check the glass. My fingerprints were all over. Once I fixed that mistake, it was time to secure the back. Enjoy me being so DIY. Then I nailed back in the metal thing. And complete. I am so happy with the results of this project.